Hello and welcome to Cascade High School in Clayton, Indiana. My name is Lec Zorn and I'll be bringing you all the action as your Cascade Cadets challenge the Brown County Eagles in a boys-girls varsity basketball doubleheader. Later on tonight in the boys game, 1-3 Cascade will try to recover from last night's 64-35 loss to Monrovia, while Brown County at 0-4 will go for its first win of the season. But first up is the girls' game as the 0-6 Lady Cadets go for their first win of the season against the 2-4 Lady Eagles, who are coming off 4 consecutive losing seasons but look like they're close to turning a corner. Well, even more so than last season, Cascade's struggles are largely the result of offense. The Lady Cadets come into this game averaging 39 points a game while giving up 63.3, a 24.3-point deficit per game. Cascade is shooting only 32% from the field and does not have a player averaging in double figures, though 2 come close. 5'10 junior forward Carly Gibbs averages a team-high 9.8 points as well as 4.4 rebounds and a team-high 1.8 steals per game, while 5'11 sophomore center Hallie Cansdale averages 8.2 points and 8.2 rebounds per game. In addition, 5'6 sophomore Emma Parsons averages 5.8 points per game, while 5'6 junior Bella Mahan averages 5.2 points, and 5'4 sophomore Juliana Schmidt averages 4.2 points per game. Meanwhile, Brown County is led by a core of 3 double-figure scorers, none of whom are seniors. 5'5 junior guard Allison Stogsdill has established herself as an excellent all-around player, averaging 16.8 points, 4.8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3.2 steals per game, leading the team in all of those categories except for rebounding. That honor goes to 5'9 junior power forward Gracie Matlock, who averages 10.6 points and 8.6 rebounds per game, while 5'7 sophomore guard Anna Fleetwood looks like a rising star, averaging 10.6 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 1.8 steals per game. The only other Lady Eagle who contributes much statistically is 5'6 senior point guard Daisy Wilkerson, who averages 6.2 points, 3.4 assists, and 1.8 steals per game. Cascade's head coach is David Carpenter, who's 55-34 in his 4th season with the Lady Cadets. Brown County's head coach is Matt Roberts, who's 34-69 in his 4th season with the Lady Eagles. Well, at this time, we'll take a short pause for a few words from our sponsors, and then we'll be back with the opening tip-off. Cascade Brown County doubleheader coming at you live under the Friday night lights, or Saturday night lights, excuse me. Next. The Cascade High School Athletic Department simply would not be able to operate without the financial support of our business partners. We would like to recognize and thank them for their generosity. The official health provider to the cadets, Hendricks Regional Health, and Diamond Partners, Bestway Drywall, and North Salem State Bank. Platinum Partners, Allen Irrigation Company, CJ's Pizza, Dunn Insurance Agency, Jill and Ian Bell's ExpertRealtors.net and Global Construction Management, Silver Partners, Electric Plus, Bassett Services Heating and Cooling, and Clean Sensation Auto Detail, and Bronze Partner Endeavor Communications. Thank you, business partners. Your support of the student athletes of Cascade High School is greatly appreciated. Well, back here at Clayton, we're just a few minutes away from tipping off this extravaganza that we have here in this building tonight. We actually have 4 games going on here in the high school gym. We have the varsity game followed by the varsity girls game, followed by the varsity boys game, and then a few hundred feet down the hall in the middle school gym, we have the JV games between these 2 respective schools. The boys are going to go first, followed by the girls. So, those people who paid the $5 for admission, getting a lot of bang for their buck tonight. And, I'm so glad they're doing it this way, with having the varsity and the junior varsity games going on simultaneously. Because, as much as I love these boys-girls varsity doubleheaders, the one drawback is that often the JV games are played are separate on a separate day, so that makes the travel a little more complicated. So Anyway, it's great to have all this basketball, in this small school here tonight. And it is the first of 4 doubleheaders we're going to be bringing you this season here on audiosportsonline.com. 2 of the other 3 will also be here at Cascade. In fact, one of them is going to be, next Friday against Edgewood. And then a week from Friday, on my 48th birthday, we're going to take a road trip down to Spencer to play Owen Valley for a boys-girls varsity doubleheader. And we're going to have another one back home on Friday, January 11th against Cloverdale, who looks like they're the class, they're the odds-on favorite early on to win the sectional with their senior superstar center, Tori Combs, a major college prospect who's given us a lot of trouble, though we did manage to pull out thrilling victories over Cloverdale the last couple of years. They are going to be a major handful this year. So, anyway, right now, it's 5:52 as your time of day. We got 7:43 to go here on the pregame clock. The 2 teams are out here warming up. It's a little bit of a late arriving crowd. We've had an unseasonably warm day here today in Clayton, where we actually had a high temperature of 56. In fact, that's the temperature now, so maybe people are just enjoying what could be the last day here in 2018. That's good for outdoor activities. We are supposed to have a high of 52 tomorrow, but that's followed for the next 8 days with highs in the 30s, so people are out enjoying it while they can. So, anyway, hopefully we'll get a good crowd here tonight. I think the one drawback is going to be that Brown County is 39 miles south of here. Last night Monrovia, I think it's 11 or 12 miles away. They brought a huge contingency of fans, including a lot of students who really annoyed me because a lot of the student section for Monrovia stood for the entire game, really blocking some of my view and therefore your view, since I'm sitting right behind the camera here, and so that was a disappointment. Although I was grateful that they came to the game and cheered on their team, and they were well behaved. I just wish they had sat down. So not likely we're going to have a lot of fans from Brown County. I would say probably in the neighborhood of 50 to 75. Probably a little more than usual because it is the doubleheader, but nevertheless, we should have a lot of Cascade fans here, and this is going to be a very good shot for the girls to get their first win of the season, and for the boys to get back on the winning track after last night's loss. And the boys are really going to need to get this victory tonight because they're facing 2 probable losses here at home next Friday and Saturday against ranked 3A teams. Edgewood on Friday as part of that boys-girls doubleheader, and then Danville a week from tonight. And Danville, I believe they're on a 21-game winning streak against us. Now this year in football, we did break a 25-game losing streak to Danville, so hopefully we'll get the job done in basketball, but it's not looking promising this season. But you never know. That's why you play the game. But anyway, Brown County is in. I made a minor mistake in the pregame show. I said Matt Roberts, their head coach, is in his 4th season at the school, actually his 5th season, and he won an average of exactly 8 games in each of his first 4 seasons. Brown County enters this game at 2-4, and while they do look like they're turning a corner with their 3 double-figure scores, none of whom are seniors, as I mentioned in the pregame show, the results have been pretty meager this season. Their 2 wins both came against 1A teams. In fact, one of them was a very tight win. They only beat Bloomfield 51-50. And then they did get an easy win over Hauser 63-30. Now, probably their best game of the season, they had a 1-point loss to a 4A team, Bloomington North, 46-45. And then they had a loss to a 3A team, Northview, and Brown County themselves are 3A, by the way. They lost to Northview's 62-47, and then to a 2A team, Mitchell, 56-49. And then they lost to another 1A team, White River Valley, in overtime, 50-48. So even though Cascade has the 0-6 record compared to Brown County 2-4, the Lady Cadets have played a far, 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 far tougher schedule. And so, certainly I think they should be a solid favorite in this game. And then for the boys, while the boys, while they're rebuilding like the girls are and have a lot of offensive struggles, even more than the girls, this is a pretty bad Brown County boys team that's very beatable later in the game at 0-4. And they're the pep band playing the final countdown by the Swedish rock music group Europe, which I will always remember. That song has a trivial place in my life because that is the last song I heard in the second millennium. I was actually in Norway, of all places, at the time when we turned over to the year 2000. And my girlfriend at the time was from Norway, and we were watching Swedish TV, and the band Europe, which at that point had been inactive for about 7 years, reunited to play, they played two songs. The first they played the song Rock the Night, which was another hit single from the album The Final Countdown, and then that was followed by The Final Countdown, which finished just, 2 or 3 minutes before midnight. And so, anyway, and I remember Joey Tempest, a.k.a. Joachim Larsson, the lead singer of the band, was, I remember, you could see his breath. It was obviously, they were playing outside, which, playing an outdoor gig in Sweden on December 31st, not really the most attractive idea in the world, but certainly it was, for a historic moment. And he was having trouble, with his singing, and my aforementioned girlfriend, who herself is a singer. In fact, she sings in the Norwegian version of the Disney movie Mona, or Moana, or however you pronounce it. She said it's hard to sing in the cold, which I was not aware of. So, yeah, I wish the good Lord had given me the ability to sing like Steve Perry or throw a football like Peyton Manning. But hey, he did give me the ability to watch sports and talk about it. So, to quote that kid, in the last minutes of Animal House, when that girl comes flying through his window, thank you, God. So anyway, now the Brown County girls are on the court warming up, while the Cascade girls are in the locker room for some final instructions and motivation from Coach Carpenter, and they're prematurely playing the Cascade Fight song. The pep band is so. Okay, no, I'm sorry. The girls are on the floor. I didn't realize they were already on the sidelines, so I was too busy reading these statistics here online to see them return to the floor. So now the Brown County girls head over to the sidelines. So Lady Cadets are one step ahead of me tonight, and hopefully they'll be one step ahead of Brown County in this game. So it's, let me see here. Now, Cascade in this series is on a 7-game winning streak against Brown County. The last time that the Lady Eagles beat the Lady Cadets was all the way back on December 29th, 2009. That was a 61-43 win down there in the lovely community of Nashville. And so, Brown County, by the way, like Cascade, has won 2 sectionals and no regionals in school history. The Brown County sectionals came in 2002 and 2005, while Cascades came in 1986 and 2007. Hopefully we will get one soon. I think we're going to have a very good shot to get one in 2020. And at that, we will pause for the national anthem. Well, thank you to the Cascade Cadets pep band under the direction of Doug McCoy for that lovely rendition of the national anthem. And now they're about to announce the starting lineups here. And I'll tell you, it's I've been meaning to say this. This is our fifth broadcast of the season, counting both boys and girls. And it's so great to be back here in Clayton, because I'll tell you, the last 5 football games of the season, all of which I commentated, they were all on the road, and some of them were very dreary drives, especially the regular season finale, the Wick crossover game out at Sullivan, which was about a 2-hour drive for me from my home on the west side of Indianapolis. And, not to mention Week 7 at Indian Creek down in Trafalgar, Week 8 at Edgewood down in Ellettsville. And then the first sectional game, the 2 sectional games weren't that far away. Park Tudor in North Indianapolis wasn't such a bad drive for me. And then North Putnam, not a whole lot further away than Cascade is from me. They're in Rochdale, a much lovelier community than its name. But I just missed coming here to Clayton so much, to this high school, and it felt so good to come back. And that this is my 5th. Tonight will be my 5th and 6th games here in the last 16 days, and plenty more to come. For next week, we got a girls game against Cardinal Ritter on Tuesday, then the boys-girls doubleheader against Edgewood next Friday, and then a week from tonight, the boys against Danville, and that's just a sample. So still lots more basketball to be played this season, and hopefully a lot of cadet victories. Hopefully we'll get 2 tonight, but we'll see. Cascade, counting all sports, has lost 8 of the last 9 games in which I've commentated. The only exception in that streak being the football sectional win over a very horrible Park Tudor team there. And a Park Tudor team that, while I did applaud their effort that night, they should have canceled. I applaud them for going through with, I think, 16 players they dressed, but they should not have even played that game tonight with that kind of a personnel shortage. So anyway, now here's the jump ball, and it is controlled by, and now nice steal there, and however, she loses control of it, but then gets control back, and now it's knocked out of bounds to Brown County, so a wild start there. And so let's see here. All right, so anyway, so Brown County with the ball now, no score here in the early going. We're going to have a boys-girls doubleheader tonight. Brown County at 2-4, Cascade at 0-6. Trying to get that monkey up their backs. Drive to the basket there by Stogsdill, the star of this team, and she draws the foul. They got Juliana Schmidt for the foul. So Stogsdill puts it up, and it is no good off the back of the rim. Stogsdill, great in every area of the game, leads the team in scoring, assists, and steals. Her second one is good, so it's a 1-0 Brown County league. Cascade's last game was an all-out disaster against Tri-West. It was a 75-34 loss. And now drive to the basket, puts it up off the glass, and draws the foul there. That was Juliana Schmidt there. Let's see who they give the foul to. So Schmidt goes to the line and misses the first one. She was fouled, by the way, by Adri Kritzer. She is a 5'4" junior, so number 24 getting fouled by number 24. And she hits the second one, so we're tied at 1 apiece. So now on the other end, Kritzer drives to the basket. No good off the side of the backboard. Hallie Cansdale the rebound. Gives it up there to Emma Parsons, who brings it past midcourt for the Lady Cadets. Now gives it up over to Schmidt. Now a three-pointer there is good. That was Carly Gibbs. She had a career-high 20 against Danville 2 games ago. But then, really struggled in the next game against Tri-West. And now we got a whistle there. It's going to be on Gutig. Liz Gutig, a 5'9" junior. She's gotten a pretty good chunk of playing time this season. So now Lady Cadets on defense here. Now a three-pointer, a very awkward-looking three-pointer, and it is an air ball out of bounds. That was shot there by Daisy Wilkerson, the only senior who contributes much for this Brown County team. This is the fifth year for head coach Matt Roberts. He's averaged exactly 8 wins a season. Next year he should get over the hump and get his first winning season. They have been patient with him at Brown County, and it's finally starting to pay off. So Gutig now gives it out to Gibbs for 3, and it is no good. However, Cascade does get the rebound. That was Schmidt, and now she gives it out to a driving Gutig, who loses control of it, and they got her for a double dribble. So with 6:07 to go here in the first quarter, in game 1 of a boys-girls varsity basketball doubleheader, your score: Cascade 4, Brown County 1. And now a steal there by Carly Gibbs. So she's doing it at both ends of the court so far. Gives it up over to Emma Parsons now. Over to Schmidt. Inside to Cansdale. However, it is stolen there. It's a sloppy pass there stolen by Anna Fleetwood for Brown County. Got to take control. Got to take care of the basketball. But now Schmidt gets a steal of her own. 1-on-1 to the basket. And it is knocked out of bounds by Stogsdill. Nice awareness there by Brown County's star player. Coming at you after this, we are going to have the boys' game between these two schools, in which Cascade tries to recover from last night's loss to Monrovia. Now inside to Cansdale. No good. Rebound by Carly Gibbs, however, puts it up no good. Cansdale gets the rebound, puts it up, and in. So after Brown County gets the first point of the game, Cascade gets the next 6, and the Lady Eagles take a timeout with 5:28 to go here in the first quarter at Clayton. We're in the first of 8 quarters we're going to have tonight. Like I said, the boys are going to be playing next, trying to recover from last night's painful loss to Monrovia. It's very important to get off to a good start tonight. And keep in mind, by the way, that last year Cascade started off 0-6 as well, and then they got their first win of the season at Brown County, and then they ended up evening their record at 9-9, and then later at 12-12 before losing the sectional championship game and finishing 12-13. That, however, was a much different Cascade team. We've lost 7 seniors from that team, 2 of whom are now playing college ball. 2 of the 3 Bryant triplets, Olivia and Amelia, playing at Lincoln Trail College in Robinsonville, Illinois. And now, so a driving jump shot, no good, and it's tipped out of bounds to Cascade. Now, what I've seen with both the boys and the girls so far this season is a lot of they've gotten off to decent starts, and then the other team got on a hot streak, and then Cascade fell in from there and got in over their heads. We've got to make sure that doesn't happen tonight. So now Carly Gibbs with the basketball, gives it over to Parsons at the top of the key. Emma drives, but then pitches back now to and now we've got and now Cascade takes a timeout there with 4:47 to go. So in the first 3:13 of the game, are already each team taking a timeout. Cascade leading 6-1. Gibbs has 3, Cansdale 2, Schmidt 1, and then Stogsdill 1 for Brown County. And I try to be balanced in all things, and I try to give you all comfort in Cascade sometimes not having a good record by pointing out that they play a far tougher schedule than do most 2A teams. But as true as all that is, it does feel good to get a win. And when you start off 0-6, it can really, there can be that little voice inside you that says maybe I'm not any good, and it does. It's I think psychologically important to get that win. So and certainly getting a pair of wins tonight, one each for the boys and the girls, would do wonders. I mean that would I think really help both teams and help the fans as well. So now a sloppy pass, but Carly Gibbs manages to keep it. Now a drives and puts it up on the baseline, no good, but goes out of bounds to Cascade. Carly Gibbs, after 2 games ago getting a career-high 20, she only got 6 then in the next game against Tri-West. That was 11 days ago, and hopefully the Lady Cadets. And now inside to Schmidt, puts way too much on it. Hallie gets the rebound, puts way too much on it as well. And then Gracie Matlock, the team's leading rebounder, came up with that rebounder for Brown County. So I like the effort. They got 2 offensive rebounds, but now they just have to settle down with the they just need to settle down with the basketball there. I think only 1 offensive rebound, but nevertheless, it was a good effort. They just, both Juliana and I think it was Juliana who took the first shot, and then I know it was Hallie who took the second shot. They just both put too much on it. So now drive to the basket, and we got a charge there against Matlock. So 3:47 to go. And, Bella Mahan now coming in for Liz Gutig. Bella has, done some good things this season on offense. That foul on Matlock. So now Parsons with the ball over to okay, I misread. Parsons over to Mahan, and now back over to Parsons, back over to Mahan. Puts up a long 3, no good. Fight over the rebound, and it was Matlock who came away with it. So now a steal there by Schmidt. She brings it down, and realizing it was 2 on 3, pulls back out. Then gives it over to. And now there's let's see here. So now it is Brown County ball here with 2:59 to go here in the first quarter. This is a girls' varsity game here. We got the boys' varsity after this. And now a nice block there by Hallie Cansdale on the shot there by Wilkerson. And Gibbs now with the ball inside to Schmidt, puts it up, no good. Cansdale gets the rebound, she puts it up, and she's fouled. Hallie Cansdale, someone who impressed me last year on the JV team, but because we had so many seniors who were solid inside players, she only got into 1 varsity game. However, this year she moved right into the starting lineup and has done pretty well. And only a sophomore, so she has 2 more years to grow and mature. Misses the first free throw, however. She's second on the team in scoring and first on the team in rebounding with 8.2 in each category. And she puts up the second one, and she swishes it. So she and Carly tied for the team lead in scoring with 3 so far. And now, however, left wide open for a 3, and it is good there by Stogsdill, who has all 4 of her team's points. So somebody missed an assignment there, and that cuts the lead in half from 6 to 4. And now a steal there on a sloppy pass by Bella Mahan. However, it's knocked out of bounds to Cascade, so lucky break there for the Lady Cadets, coming with 2:19 to go here in the first quarter. The first of 4 boys-girls varsity doubleheaders we're going to be bringing you this season. And now inside to Gibbs. Puts it up, no good, and Brown County comes away. It was Fleetwood who got the rebound now. Now Stogsdill handling the ball, leading the team in points, assists, and steals out. However, now we got Carly knocks it loose, and Bella comes up with it and gives it up to Emma. 1:54 to go here in the first quarter. 7-4 Cascade lead. Now Carly cross court for a three-pointer, and that is good there. Bella Mahan. So it's a 10-4 Cascade lead. 3 players with 3 points each. So not a great start, but a good start to the game for Cascade. And now a pass from a Matlock to Hollander is a little off target. It goes out of bounds to Cascade. So a chance for Cascade to really, and there is Carly sits down probably for the remainder of the first quarter. And I believe Gutig just came back in. Yes, she did. So Schmidt now over to Mahan. A 3 from the corner. No good. Air ball rebounded by Matlock. And she gives it up to Stogsdill, who takes it down court. But it's a steal there. And now a drive to the basket. Puts it up. She hit it. She hit it. That was Bella. She has a game-high 5, and it's an 8-point Cascade lead here. And now a sloppy ball handling there on trying to get it down court to Piper Boyer. It goes out of bounds to Cascade. So now the Lady Cadets have a chance to get a firm grip on this one early. That's what I'd like to see. .52 seconds to go in the first quarter. Now Cascade with an 8-point lead. Now inside to Cansdale, drives to the basket. And now I think they got her for an up. Yeah, they got her for travel. Okay. Good effort by Hallie tonight. She just needs to settle down, and she'll be fine. She's going to be a very good one. Doesn't have a lot of talent, but she's, a very tough physical player and has a lot of size. And I think she's going to end up being a very effective player here these next couple of years. Now a 3-pointer from the corner is good there by Fleetwood. Brown County really needed that one, cutting the lead from 8 to 5. 21 seconds to go in the first quarter now. Cascade 12, Brown County 7. And now another travel. We got to watch that. That was Schmidt that time. Got to cut down. We got to get rid of the unforced errors. And now Brown County nearly got a 5-second violation there. Cascade playing some good defense tonight. And now drive to the basket there by Fleetwood. However, she loses control. Schmidt comes away with it. And now with 2 seconds left, and it is knocked away. And Brown County out. And now they don't get a shot off. Still a very good first quarter for Cascade. They 3 quarters away now from the first one of the season. They lead Brown County 12-7 here on audiosportsonline.com. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors. The Cascade High School Athletic Department simply would not be able to operate without the financial support of our business partners. We would like to recognize and thank them for their generosity. The official health provider to the cadets, Hendricks Regional Health, Diamond Partners, Bestway Drywall, and North Salem State Bank, Platinum Partners, Allen Irrigation Company, CJ's Pizza, Dunn Insurance Agency, Jill and Ian Bell's ExpertRealtors.net, and Global Construction Management, Silver Partners, Electric Plus, and Bassett Services Heating and Cooling, and Clean Sensation Auto Detail, and bronze partner Endeavor Communications. Thank you, business partners. Your support of the student-athletes of Cascade High School is greatly appreciated. Well, back here at Clayton, we're about to start the second quarter of this girls varsity game. The first half of our boys-girls varsity doubleheader here with Cascade leading Brown County 12-7. The Lady Cadets at 0-6. Look like they have a good shot to get their first win of the season tonight, get that monkey off their backs. Now that we're done with about a fourth of the season. And, our last game against Brown County, our ball handling was a disaster. And, that's certainly something that, I want to see a lot of improvement with tonight, even though Brown County, not, the stellar defensive team that Tri-West is. Tri-West may be the best defensive team in the state. But still, you always want to see improvement from game to game. And now a 3-pointer air ball and knocked out of bounds to Brown County. Yeah, Tri-West entered that game averaging 23.3 steals a game with Maggie Cora first in the state in steals, averaging 8.3 a game. Brown County, by contrast, averaging 9.8 steals a game, so nowhere near as dangerous a team. Cascade averaging 6.7. We really need to get that up by at least several. But like I said, after we got massacred by Tri-West, I was really glad that we had 11 days until our next game, because I knew that would give us a lot of time. There is a drive to the basket, and Stogsdill hits it, and now a chance to make a three-point play. So Brown County does make it a one-possession game. It's suddenly a 5-0 run there by the Lady Eagles. Parsons the foul, her first, team third. Only 3 fouls on each team. Stogsdill is good. She has 7 already, nearly half of her average of 16. So Parsons with the ball now. Some full court pressure there by Brown County. So Emma brings it and now drives into the lane, pitches out to Gutek, who drives but loses. She slips on the floor, and now she's hurt. And we got a timeout here. Hopefully this is not serious, but she does appear to be in pain. She maybe slipped on a wet spot. And it looks like it's her left knee. Oh, no, I hope this is not serious. She does appear to be in a lot of discomfort. She's sitting up. Boy, and, the last thing we need is more injuries. We already have 2 boys out, possibly for the whole season with knee injuries, Ross Stevenson and Justin Hurst. So now Liz being attended to. They're helping her up. And let's see. She is walking. Okay, she's walking on her own power. She's limping, but she's walking on her own power. That's a good sign. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Now just getting some encouragement there from Cansdale and Mahan. And she is walking on her own power to the locker room. No, I'm sorry. She's sitting down next to the bench and sitting, down with the leg up. So anyway, and now suddenly a three-pointer there, no good off the back of the rim. Cansdale the rebound, and now pitches it over to Parsons. It's a 6-0 Brown County run to cut it to 2. And now on the other end, Carly pitches it out to Emma, drives to the basket, puts it up, and she draws the foul. So 6:46 to go here in the second quarter. Cascade started off like they might, run away with it, but now they're, the lead's been cut from 8 to 6. And now there's a foul that was not in the act of shooting. It was against Stogsdill. And now a nice drive to the basket by Carly, no good. Then Emma, Hallie puts it up, no good. And now Carly puts it up again, no good. And then Carly puts it up. Hallie puts it up, no good. And finally, that was a wild sequence of events. Finally, we got a foul against Cascade there. But I'll tell you, even though we didn't get any points there, I like the effort. We got 3 or 4 offensive rebounds there. So that's pure effort. Now we just got to get our shots to fall. That's the next challenge. All right. We have not scored in this quarter yet. We need to. And now Stogsdill at the top of the key, guarded by Carly, drives to the basket, and it's knocked. And we got a foul here. It's knocked. The ball was knocked out of bounds. That was on Carly Gibbs, her first, team 5th. So all of a sudden, that's 3 quick fouls here in the second quarter against us. So now Fleetwood gives it over to Stogsdill, drives into the lane, puts it up left-handed, no good. Hallie the rebound, and she gives it up to Emma Parsons. Hallie's really done a great job on the boards tonight. Possibly my game ball so far. So now Mahan inside to Cansdale and dribbles, and now and it's knocked out of bounds to Cascade with 5:50 to go here in the quarter. And now Schmidt coming in for Parsons. And now Hallie puts it in. She has 5 now, tied for the team lead, and we get the lead back up to 4. And more importantly, that breaks their 6-0 run. But now a 3-pointer there by Kritzer. And that cuts the lead to 1. You got to hang in there. Brown County's only lead was 1-0. Carly now drives to the basket. She puts it up, she hits it, and she's fouled. So if she hits it, it'll be she hits the free throw, it'll be a 2-possession game again. So now Carly with 5. She, Hallie, and Bella have 5 apiece. So I now I can finally use Cascade. Wait. So no, they were just waved off the basket there. Okay, they said the call was on Carly, but the PA announcer got it wrong. So I apologize for that. So now a drive to the basket, no good, and rebound there by Schmidt. Passes down to Bella, who brings it past midcourt. Now she tries to hit Callie, but it's miscommunication. Stogsdill drives the basket. She hits it. No, she's fouled. Fouled while driving for the layup. So if she hits both of these, Brown County will be back in the lead. Well, what I was about to say when it appeared that Carly Gibbs had gotten that basket down there, she would have been tied with Mahan and Cansdale for the team lead at 5, and then I could use that example that I use very often is when you have your leading scores balanced so much, you're going to win a vast majority of the time. And now Emma coming in and Carly sitting down for Cascade. Carly already with 3 fouls. We cannot afford to get her in foul trouble. Makes me think of the Covenant Christian game last year in which Olivia Bryant got 3 fouls in the first. And then Stogsdill hits both to give Brown County a 1-point lead. So now Brown County on an 11-2 run. We've got to get some points here. And Brown County playing tough defense. Now a 3-pointer. No good off the rim. And now Stogsdill bringing it down herself, but she loses control, and it goes out of bounds to Cascade. So good break for the Cadets. Allison just got a little ahead of herself there. So now Emma, and I do like this full court press by Brown County now. I hope Cascade handles it well. And now 3-pointer, it's blocked, however, and Matlock comes up with it. So Brown County clearly has the momentum now, nearly a quarter and a half into this game. We're only down by 1. We still got a shot at this. And now they find Kritzer under the basket. They quickly throw into her, but she mishandles it. It goes out of bounds to Cascade. So, Brown County has shot itself in the foot with a few turnovers tonight. So now Emma, and now it's over to Bella, back to Emma. Now over to, and now we've got newly into the game, we've got Dixie Short, one of 2 seniors on this team. Now Emma with the ball again. Over to Schmidt, fakes a 3, but they got her for a travel. Both teams committing a lot of unforced errors so far in this game. They got to, we've got to stop that. Brown County continues it in this game. That's fine. Not that I wish the Lady Eagles any harm. I just want us to get that monkey off our backs to get that win. So now inside again, and now she misses a shot from short range. Kritzer again, so that's twice again. She's failed to convert when she had a good chance to get it an easy shot. And there, Emma drives to the basket, and we got a foul here. So 3:29 to go here in the second quarter. Cascade trailing Brown County by 1. Lady Cadets trying to get their first one of the season. That foul is going to go against Brown County, against Fleetwood. That's her first. That's her first, team 5th. And now inside to Cansdale, and it's knocked out of bounds to Cascade. Very often, because I'm Cascade's home commentator, I refer to players by their first names instead of, as most commentators do, by their last names. And now there we've got, let's see, now we have Lauren Gutig coming in. And now, I know the pass, then it looks like that that Lauren Gutig wasn't ready for it. She's a 5'7" freshman, goes out of bounds to Brown County. So this second quarter turning into a real blunder bowl with each team squandering opportunities. Oh, and now a near steal there. Yes, and nice job there by Schmidt tipping it over, and I think it was Fleetwood who tried to save it, but it went out of bounds to Cascade. Now we've got to get some points here. We only have 2 points. We had 12 points in the first quarter. Now, nearly 5 minutes into the second quarter, only 2. That has to change. And now we've got a collision here, and it's going to be, it looks like, against Cascade. That's on Lauren Gutig. 3:02 to go here. Brown County is in the bonus. That's Lauren Gutig's first, team 8th. And Fleetwood will go to the free throw line. She has 3 points coming on a 3-point field goal. First free throw is up. No good off the back of the rim. And however, Matlock gets the rebound. Cascade did make a good effort at it, but just didn't get the job done. So now a three-pointer there by, that's no good, however, knocked out of bounds to Brown County there as Mahan tried to get the rebound. That was Stogsdill on the unsuccessful three-point attempt. Well, Brown County is not playing, they have not played that well in this quarter, but, they've been better than Cascade, who's just, hasn't capitalized, and they've gotten cold on offense again. A familiar theme on the season, one that we're going to have to get corrected if we're going to be a good team. We are, this is a rebuilding year. We should be okay. We should be a winning team again next season, but right now, and there, and then Matlock drives to the basket, and we got a whistle there. But if we're going to be a good team this season, if we're going to get anywhere in the neighborhood of 500, we're probably going to need a tremendous increase in our offensive production. And now we've got Matlock going to the line there. The foul on Lauren Gutig, her second, team 9th. So one more, and Brown County will be in the double bonus. And the first free throw there by Matlock is good. That's her first point of the game. She's one of 3 double-figure scorers for Brown County, and it's a 16-14 lead now. Second free throw is good. So 17-14 your score. It's a 13-2 run now for the Lady Eagles. And now they're playing very tough defense. And now it's knocked out of bounds to Brown County. It was off the legs of Schmidt. Brown County has, mounted a very good full court press here in the second quarter. And now Matlock will be inbounding. Gets it into Stogsdill. 2:18 to go in the half. Brown County trying to build on a 3-point lead. Cascade has just gotten stone cold here in the second quarter. And now a long three there by Stogsdill. No good. And now we've got a foul against Brown County on the rebound. So that's the 6th team foul against Brown County. So one more and we finally get in the bonus. It's going to be against Hollander, Abigail Hollander. She is a junior for Brown County. No full court press this time. Emma brings it past midcourt. Cross court over to Schmidt now. To Mahan. To Schmidt. Now a near steal there. It is knocked out of bounds. Oh, they said it just grazed off of Emma. So, yeah. Maybe Brown County saw the game tape of the Tri-West game and decided to try to do the same thing to us that Tri-West did. And if so, it's working at least to some extent. And now they got it for travel there. It was passed to Piper Boyer, and now Coach Carpenter, showing some fire and passion there. Looks like he's trying to get his girls into it. And now they're in danger of a 10-second violation, but they did get it past midcourt, thankfully. So now Lauren Gutig, now a three-pointer there, no good. Rebound, put it back up off the glass and in. Boy, did we need that. So Lauren Gutig with her first points of the game. And that cuts the lead to 1. So we're still in this. 1:07 to go here in the half. It'd be great if we get the lead. Now a three-pointer, though, no good. And Cansdale the rebound. So come on, let's get that lead and take it into the half. So Schmidt now brings it past midcourt for Cascade. Under a minute to go in the half. Brown County 17, Cascade 16. Schmidt with the ball near the midcourt line. Now patches over to Mahan, puts up a three. No good. Rebound by Matlock. So now Brown County very well might run out the rest of the half here. 33 seconds to go. And they lead by 1. Now inside, now to Boyer Nessa. Good ball movement and a block on a three-pointer. And Cansdale gets it. It's a good block there against Matlock. So now Schmidt with the ball. 14 seconds to go. Behind the three-point line. Gives it over to Mahan. Puts up a three. She hit it, and we got the lead. Yes, 19-17. 4 seconds to go in the half. Brown County's hurrying past midcourt. Long shot at the buzzer. It is no good. So Cascade struggles for most of the second quarter, but they finish on a high note, get their momentum back, and get the lead back. Your score, Cascade 19, Brown County 17. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors on audiosportsonline.com. The Cascade High School Athletic Department simply would not be able to operate without the financial support of our business partners. We would like to recognize and thank them for their generosity. The official health provider to the cadets, Hendricks Regional Health, Diamond Partners, Bestway Drywall, and North Salem State Bank, Platinum Partners, Allen Irrigation Company, CJ's Pizza, Dunn Insurance Agency, Jill and Ian Bell's ExpertRealtors.net, and Global Construction Management, Silver Partners Electric Plus, Bassett Services Heating and Cooling, and Clean Sensation Auto Detail, and bronze partner Endeavor Communications. Thank you, business partners. Your support of the student athletes of Cascade High School is greatly appreciated. Well, back here at Clayton, we're at halftime of an up and down game that currently is going well for us. Your Cascade Lady Cadets started off with a 12-4 lead. Then the Brown County Lady Eagles countered with a 13-2 run, during which Cascade went completely cold and shot itself in the foot with several turnovers. However, the Lady Cadets do close out the half with 5 points on a bank shot there by Lauren Gutig, a freshman, and then with a 3-point field goal in the final seconds by Bella Mahan to give us the lead back by a score of 19-17. A look at the individual scoring. First of all, for your Cascade Lady Cadets, Bella Mahan has a team high 8, followed by Hallie Cansdale with 5, Carly Gibbs with 3, Lauren Gutig with 2, and Juliana Schmidt with 1. Meanwhile, for the Brown County Lady Eagles, Allison Stogsdill leads the way with a game high 9, followed by Anna Fleetwood with 3, Audrey Kritzer with 3, and Gracie Matlock with 2. So, basically, this is a game in which Cascade, it's really, this is theirs to lose right now, but we must make sure that, we take care of the ball in the second half. If we had taken care of the ball in the first half, and, not had an above-average number of turnovers, I think we would be comfortably ahead right now, probably in the neighborhood of 7-10 points. But, we just got a little rattled by their defense, not to the extent that we did against Tri-West, but still more than we should, and that's something we're still going to have to work on. Fortunately, it's still early enough in the season that, we still have plenty of time to fix what's wrong. It's just right now I'm trying very much to take a glass half full approach, but we really do need to get this win tonight, especially, you look at our upcoming schedule. Cardinal Ritter next Tuesday, that is likely a loss. And then, Edgewood, who we play in our next boys-girls doubleheader. Now, that is a very winnable game. The Lady Mustangs are only 2-7. We probably will win that one. But, I don't want an 0-8 start and then, then finally beat, the first truly bad team we have on our schedule. So, we need to get that monkey off our backs, get a little confidence, and, get a morale boost. And if we do that, I think we'll be okay. The main thing, we have to remember what worked so well in the first quarter, and then, why we struggled there for most of the second quarter, although we did start to get things going there at the end. So, and had we not gotten those 5 late points, I would have deemed the second quarter an all-out disaster. As it was now, I feel more good than bad about this game, but, we've got to get the win. There are no moral victories tonight, 2 weeks ago yesterday when we had that, game against Danville, the number 6 ranked team in Class 3A, regional champions the last 2 years. We lose to them by 7 with the young team that we have. That's a moral victory. But after the way then we got massacred by Tri-West in the next game, a 41-point loss, there are no moral victories against a 2-4 team. We've just got to get the win, plain and simple. So, I just want us to come out, be ready for their press in the, and that's the thing. I think probably we were a little surprised that they came up pressing us, the way they did, especially in the second quarter. But now, we've got to make some adjustments at halftime, be ready for it in the second half. And to use a quote that I came up with on the top of my head, but that I'm going to stick with now, we've got to treat the basketball like it's a newborn baby. I came up with that in our double overtime thriller when we came back from 18 down to beat Cloverdale on the road last season, in that awful weather, in that game that was twice rescheduled. So, anyway, I'm just that was definitely one of the highlights. I actually have a list of my my highs and lows with you all as your commentator for a little over 2 years. Well, I've been your commentator for a little over 2 years now. My first game was November 18th, 2 years ago, girls basketball against Danville, and I've been with you ever since. For now, somewhere in the neighborhood of 70, 75 broadcasts, hopefully several hundred, if not a few thousand more to come over these next few decades. And, there's been a lot more good than bad, but there have been some down moments too. And I've compiled a list of my my top highs and my top lows as your commentator so far that I look forward to sharing with you, and hopefully hopefully add a lot more highs to the list over the years. But there have been some fantastic ones, and certainly a few that come to mind right off. The football victory against Danville, coming back from behind twice in the last 5 minutes, including once with 3 seconds to go. The super come from behind girls basketball wins over Cloverdale last season and Avon the season before that, and it's not. And then the victory over Cloverdale before that was pretty special because of the 30-12 run we went on in the second half. And it's just I'm really when I arrived at Cascade, they already had a lot of they had a great nucleus in place with 4 girls who are now playing college basketball. Bailey Walker at Franklin, Michaela Collier at Goshen, and then, like I said earlier in the broadcast, Olivia and Amelia Bryant at Lincoln Trail College in Robinsonville, Illinois. And right now, though, I didn't get to watch them move up the ladder. Now I'm enjoying watching some of these young girls like Hallie Cansdale, such as Hallie Cansdale and Carly Gibbs, and Emma Parsons, Juliana Schmidt, and others move up the ladder. So anyway, now both teams have just returned to the court in the final seconds here in the last 2 minutes. We're under 2 minutes left on the on the pregame clock, on the halftime clock, excuse me. So Cascade coming out, and Lauren Gutig, I see she just gave a high five to possibly one of the JV players who will have their game over in the middle school gym following the conclusion of the boys JV game over there. So like I said, both the boys and girls varsity and JV teams in action here tonight. The two varsity teams here in the high school gym, and the two JV teams simultaneously in the JV gym. However, it'll be the girls, the boys on the varsity side. The girls played first, and on the JV side, the boys played first. So now both teams return to the sidelines for some final instructions. Although Stogsdale decided she'd get one more practice basket, so I guess that's why she's the best player on the team. She is always trying to get that extra work in. So now Coach Carpenter, who's been about as emotional tonight as I've ever seen him, now giving he just gave his girls some final instructions. And now and Liz Gutig, who suffered apparently an injury to her left knee in the second quarter while driving to the basket and slipping. She's still sitting there being attended to. She does. She does appear to be in good spirits. So hopefully, she'll be back on the court. Not likely tonight, but hopefully soon. Hopefully it is nothing serious. One fact of biology is that girls have 10 times, and I'm not speculating on the nature of her injury, but I will say that girls have 10 times the rate of tearing their anterior cruciate ligaments in their knees than do boys, because it has something to do with their bone structures or something like that. A nurse explained to me, a nurse who's a women's basketball fan, by the way. So the point is that girls do have a higher injury risk just because of biology. So anyway, Cascade playing a 2-3 zone now. Matlock drives to the basket, puts it up, no good. And Cascade, I believe it's it's Carly Gibbs who comes away with the rebound, gives it to Emma, who takes it to the top of the key. Now to the free throw line, back to Carly, and now drives. It's tipped, but she gets it back. Passes over now to Schmidt, and now Schmidt dribbles, gives it up to Emma near the midcourt line. 7:14 to go here in the third quarter. Cascade with a 2-point lead. Now gives it, and now inside to Hallie Cansdale. She loses control, tries to save it, but it is taken there by Wilkerson. Brings it down for Brown County. And please stay tuned with us after this game, because we're going to have the boys game between these two schools after that. And now Matlock puts up a short jump shot in the lane, no good. And Mahan comes with the rebound. Now pitch down court to Schmidt. She brings it back out. And now I believe she's fouled. Yes, I think they're going to get Fleetwood for that. Yes. So that's her second team first. And Carly will be inbounding the ball. Inside to Mahan, three-pointer from the corner. She hit it. Yes, Bella Mahan now has scored the last 6 points of the game, and now it's an 8-0 Cascade lead. 8-0 Cascade run, They lead by 5. So now we just got to finish the job here. Get our first win of the season. So now Fleetwood with the ball Wilkerson with the ball gives it up to Stogsdale. Now a three-pointer, no good, and it goes out of bounds to Brown County. So 6:05 to go here in the third quarter. Cascade 22, Brown County 17. The Lady Cadets trying to get their first win of the season. Brown County enters the game at 2-4, but playing a much weaker schedule. And now tough struggle to get it in, and nearly have a steal there. However, Matlock pitches in there, and it's no good there by Wilkerson. and struggle for, and Brown County does come up with the rebound. Stogsdill drives to the basket, puts it up, no good. There was some contact, but no foul. Mahan gets the rebound, gives it up to Parsons. Now over to Schmidt, thinks about a three, drives to the basket now, and they got her for travel. We got to stop that. We got to stop that. You know, I'm starting to remind myself of President Trump, who often will make a comment and then repeat it verbatim just for emphasis. So now a three-pointer by Brown County, no good. Fight over the rebound. Cascade gets it. They are attacking the boards tonight. And now Carly with the ball just past midcourt. She drives up to the free throw line, now toward the basket. Now pitches back out to Mahan across the court to Parsons. Fakes a three, then pitches back out to Schmidt at the top of the key. Back to Parsons. Now Parsons inside to a driving Schmidt. Loose ball now, and Kritzer comes away with it. So Brown County still with the ball. The only offense, and now a drive to the basket, no good. I believe it was Matlock who missed it there. Schmidt comes with the rebound, gives it down court to Mahan. And now over to Parsons at the top of the key, and now they got Emma for a travel. She faked the three, and then, and now we've got, and now Lauren Gute coming in for Emma Parsons. I thought I heard somebody call timeout, but apparently not. Over 3 minutes into this third quarter, the only offense so far, a three-pointer there by Bella Mahan, who has a game-high 11. So now Wilkerson drives and then pitches out for a three-pointer, no good. And now the baseline jumper is good there by Wilkerson. And that cuts the lead to two, so it's a one-possession, to three, excuse me, so it's a one-possession game again. 4:26 to go. And now Carly gives into a driving Schmidt, puts it up, no good. Hallie gets the rebound, puts it up and in. So Hallie with 7 now, and that puts the lead back up to 5. This is ours to lose now. Only a quarter and a half, a little over a quarter and a half left. Stogsdill with the ball now. Cascade into 1-3-1 zone. And now Stogsdill pitches over, and now Wilkerson with the ball. Loses control, but pitches out to Stogsdale, who drives and then gives it over. And now it's a steal there by Schmidt. She drives to the basket one-on-one. She puts it up. She hits. No, she's fouled. Almost had a chance for a three-point play, but nevertheless she can get 2 out of it. And give us, if she hits both, we'll have a 3-possession lead. That was on Wilkerson, her first, team second. Cascade still has been called for no fouls here in the third quarter. Come on, Juliana. First one is up. And good. Juliana Schmidt, a 5'5" sophomore. She's, shown solid potential. Look forward to having her back for the next 2 years. Averaging 4.2 points a game, as well as 5.4 rebounds a game into tonight. She misses the second, and it goes out of bounds. Goes out of bounds to Cascade. So Carly inbounds to Emma. 3:45 to go in the third quarter. Cascade with the ball and a 6-point lead. Now Emma now over to Juliana. Back to Emma. Over to Carly. Back to Emma. Good ball movement here. And now Emma drives inside the three-point line. Now pitches back out to Lauren Gutig. It's tipped away, but Carly gets it and puts it in. So Carly with 5 now, and suddenly we've opened an 8-point lead. That's the game that matches our game high. It was last time it was that much. It was 12-4, and suddenly we've responded to Brown County's 13-2 run now with a 15-2 run of our own. So certainly things now looking up again for Cascade. And yeah, it certainly did. It certainly was concerning when we gave up all those points, but I'm glad that we've shown that we can take it and then just spit back in their faces and really play with the eye of the tiger and play with a chip on our shoulders, like we're mad that we lost that lead and we're going to work hard to get it back, and now we've gotten the 8-point lead back. So the margin here in the quarter is 8-2. Wilkerson had the only points for Brown County. So now Wilkerson puts up a 3, no good, and a rebound there by Lauren Gutig, the 5'7" freshman, showing some promise tonight. And now Carly fakes a 3, and they got her for another travel. We've got to stop that. We've got to stop that. I mean, that's happened at least 3 or 4 times tonight where the girl faked a shot, then started driving but traveled. So now Cascade still with a strong grip on this one. No good on a three-pointer. And now, however, if Fleetwood got the rebound and put it in. She has 5 now, and that cuts the lead to 6, so Brown County not out of it yet. And now Carly fakes a 3, this time drives, no travel call this time. And now Carly puts it up and she drives to the foul. I'm sorry, that was Juliana who faked the 3, but then it was Carly who did get fouled there. So Carly hopefully will hit both of these. She has 5 on the game. First free throw is up and no good after a couple of bounces. Come on, let's at least make it 1 for 2 here. Second free throw is up and no good after a few bounces. So we got to hit our free throws. That's helping, Brown County stay in this game. They trail by 6 now. So Stogsdill now. And now Brown County now drives to the basket. By Matlock hits it there. Banks it in right-handed. She has 4, and now all of a sudden the lead is cut to 4. We gotta stay focused here. And now a sloppy pass nearly stolen. Now it is stolen there. And now a 2-on-1 fast break. Stogsdill lays it in, and all of a sudden it's a 6-0 Brown County lead. We've got to stop this. Stogsdill, the first Brown County scorer. She has Brown County double-figure score. She has 11. 27-25 your score. So now Hallie, and now it's a sloppy pass, and I didn't see the call from my vantage point, but I believe it was out of bounds to us. 1:44 to play. We lead by 2, but Brown County's getting the momentum back here. They've scored the last 6 to cut it to 2. 9:44 away from the victory. We just got to close this one out here. Come on, girls. Eye of the Tiger. So Emma Parsons with the ball. And now if they got a foul, that was a very aggressive defense there by Stogsdill, who averages 3.2 steals a game. And that's her second foul. I wish it were more than that, but nevertheless, 4 fouls in this half against Brown County, still none against Cascade. 1:38 to go here in the third quarter. Cascade 27, Brown County 25. Lady Cadets trying to hang on for the first one of the season. They've twice led by 8. Now inside to Hallie Cansdale. She puts it up too hard and rebounded there by Matlock. Now she gives up to Wilkerson, brings it down, and now get to Stogsdill, drives to the basket, puts it up off the glass. No good. Cansdale the rebound. I think they hacked her. So that's good. Let's see. Okay, it's Stogsdill. So suddenly Stogsdill, in just a matter of seconds, picks up fouls 2 and 3. That very well could change her aggressiveness the rest of the game. So now Cascade with a 2-point lead and the ball. Parsons now over to Short. And now a near steal there. But it's an over and back violation. I guess the Cascade had touched it last before it went into the backcourt. So now Hallie's sitting down probably for the rest of the quarter while Gibbs comes in. Hallie's played hard tonight. Has 7 points. Could easily be more than that. She's missed a couple of shots from close range. But she's played very hard. So now jump shot there, no good by Matlock. And Juliana comes away with the rebound, gives it up to Emma, brings it past midcourt. Now drives it to the free throw line, pitches over to a Short. 3-pointer, no good. And rebound, however, Cascade's got the rebound, puts it back up, no good again. And fight over the loose ball, jump ball possession arrow favors Brown County. 31.4 seconds to go in the quarter. In the third quarter, Cascade leading by 2. And now a couple of substitutions here. We have now Matlock and Wilkerson sitting down for Brown County. Hollander and Kritz are coming in. 24 seconds to go now in the third quarter. Now a uncontested three there, no good there by Stogsdill. Lauren Gutig gets the rebound, gives it up to short. Now up to to Juliana, who brings it past midcourt. Cascade can hold for the last shot. Emma now with the ball at the left perimeter, and she gives it up to Carly now. 1 second left, puts up a long, and it's just grazes the net. Nevertheless, Cascade ends up hanging even for the quarter, and with 8 minutes to play here, they lead by 2 in search of their first victory of the season. 27-25 your score. We'll be back with the thrilling conclusion of this game after these words from our sponsors on audiosportsonline.com. The Cascade High School Athletic Department simply would not be able to operate without the financial support of our business partners. We would like to recognize and thank them for their generosity. The official health provider to the cadets, Hendricks Regional Health, Diamond Partners, Bestway Drywall, and North Salem State Bank, Platinum Partners, Allen Irrigation Company, CJ's Pizza, Dunn Insurance Agency, Jill, Eddie, and Bell's ExpertRealtors.net and Global Construction Management, Silver Partners, Electric Plus, Bassett Services Heating and Cooling, and Clean Sensation Auto Detail, and Bronze Partner Endeavor Communications. Thank you, business partners. Your support of the student-athletes of Cascade High School is greatly appreciated. Well, back here at Clayton, we're about to start the fourth quarter in this barn burner of a game with your Cascade Lady Cadets hanging on for their lives with a 2-point lead over the Brown County Eagles, 27-25. 8 minutes away from getting their first victory of the season. It's been an up-and-down game. Cascade has twice led by 8. Then the first time they did at 12-4, Brown County came back to take a 17-14 lead. They took they went on a 13-2 run, and then Cascade countered that with a 13-2 run. Now Brown County on a 6-0 run, and a three-pointer there from the corner is good. Yes, Bella Mahan, player of the game so far, 14 points. 14 points, and she's had 4 successful three-point field goals tonight, and we got the lead up by 5. 5 feels a lot better than 2. So come on, girls, let's finish this out. One thing that's really done in Brown County, and there is a Stogsdill drives to the basket, and we got a whistle here with 7:28 to go in the game. But one thing that, if Brown County does lose, one thing you've got to point to is they've been ice cold on three-pointers, and they've relied on the three-pointers probably more than they should have, especially since, they have some decent size on the inside to counter ours. So now Fleetwood on the free throw, no good after 2 or 3 bounces. The foul, by the way, coming on Juliana Schmidt. That's her second, only the first cadet foul of the half, and it comes in the fourth quarter. That's good. She hit the second one, cutting the lead to 4. So Fleetwood with 6 now. 30-26 your score. And now a sloppy pass. However, it's knocked out of bounds to Cascade. Very lucky break for Cascade. Stogsdill, a very dangerous defensive player. Not quite as much as Maggie Cora, who led the state in steals when we played Tri-West last week, but nevertheless well above average. So Lauren Gutig now, and it's double-teamed, and it's tipped away, and Stogsdill gets it. I'm sorry, Fleetwood gets it, but gives it to Stogsdill. Takes it now into the lane, pitches out for another three-pointer. No good. Rebound, and it's Cascade gets the rebound, and it's Emma, and she gives it out to to Bella for 3. That one no good off the rim. However, Emma does get the rebound, gives it over to Bella, now over to Lauren Gutig, drives to the basket, puts it up too high. It goes over to the backboard, out of bounds to Brown County with 6:42 to go. Cascade leading by 4, and now Hallie Cansdale coming back into the game. She looks like she's limping a little bit. Hopefully she's okay. Now Lauren Gutig, who's had some good moments tonight off the bench, is showing great promise for a freshman. Excited to watch her grow for the next 3 years. And now Brown County commits a travel. So now we got the ball in a 4-point lead, 6:33 to go. Come on, girls, let's just finish this one out. Play the game of your lives the rest of the way. Play like this is for the state championship. And now a steal there, but I think Fleetwood made the steal but stepped on the line. So Brown County and their aggressiveness, it's starting to catch up with them. Stogsdill got 2 quick fouls there late in the third quarter, her second and third. So now Cansdale open there behind the three-point line. She hits a driving Juliana Schmidt, no good, but she gets her own rebound, then puts it up, no good, then gets her own rebound, and we've got a whistle here. I think it's going to be against Brown County. So great rebound. Cascade with a lot of offensive rebounds tonight. I do like their effort. They still need to be a little more careful with the ball. Their offense still has a lot of room for improvement, but we're doing some good things tonight. And Schmidt on her first free throw is no good. Foul, by the way, going against Kritzer. That's her second. Team 6, so one more, and we'll be shooting free throws the rest of the game. And that's important. So Schmidt hit her first. She hits her second. Juliana with 4 tonight, all on free throws. 32-26. Come on, girls, let's just finish the job. Stogsdill brings it down. Cascade in a 2-3 zone. Stogsdill, guarded by Emma. Now drives into the lane, puts it off of the glass. No good. And Juliana the rebound. Juliana and Hallie have both really attacked the boards tonight. So Bella Mahan with the ball over to Carly Gibbs. Fakes the 3 now. Pitches out to Emma. And now inside, three-pointer there. She hit it! Bella Mahan with her 5th three-pointer of the game. And we've opened up a 9-point lead with 5:32 to go. This one's ours to lose now. And now Brown County, I believe, has just taken a timeout with 5:30 to go. So finally, we've got a game-high 9-point lead. So, yeah, Bella Mahan certainly, maybe she's the offensive spark that we've been waiting for all season. She's done some good things here and there, but she's exploded tonight. I believe this is a career high for her. Let me check here. And I'm pulling her stats up now. Yes. In fact, this is, wow, that's an understatement. Bella's career high coming into this game was 8. She's more than doubled that tonight. So that's hopefully a sign of things to come. On the season, coming into tonight, 6 of 27. So that's only 22%, but hopefully this game is her awakening. We don't know for sure. 2 games ago when Carly Gibbs got 20 against Danville, I thought that was her awakening. She dropped a 6 against Tri-West last week. Although, she's certainly a very big part of, what this program aims to do over the next 2 years. I think she is going to be one of our top 2 or 3 players. She's played pretty well tonight, even while only scoring 5 points. But Bella's been our go-to girl tonight, and she's really she's done great, or she's done greatly, I guess is the proper way to say it, especially since this is a high school broadcast. I got to set a good grammatical example, but nevertheless, great performance by Bella Mahan tonight. And now Matlock with the ball over to, and now a 3-pointer from the corner, no good. And Matlock gets the rebound, puts it up off the glass, no good. Hallie the rebound. So now 5:01 to go. We got the ball in a 9-point lead. This one's ours unless we blow it. And I don't think we're going to. And now inside there to Hallie, turns around, puts it off the glass too hard. That's something she's got to work on. But anyway, Stogsdill with the ball now. And now drives to the basket, puts it up. No good. Brown County's just, their offense is just, collapsed here. They haven't been able to buy a bucket. Now we got a foul against Cascade on Mahan. That's only her second, team second. 4:40 to go. Cascade with a 9-point lead. Stogsdill inbounding from the baseline. Now inside to Matlock. Now gives it up to Stogsdill, puts up a turnaround jumper, and she hits that one. Stogsdill with a team-high 13, cutting the lead to 7, but we still got a 3-possession lead. I don't want us to get too complacent, but as long as we don't screw it up, this one is ours. And now Bella, and now we've got a foul away from the ball there. Hallie fell to the floor. I think she was pushed. Hallie fell to the floor. I think she was pushed. That's going to be on Kritzer. So Hallie goes to the free throw line there. No good. Rebound there by Kritzer there. That's her third foul. As Cascade is in the bonus now. And now they nearly lost it to Cascade. Been a little more attentive. They could have had a steal there, but nevertheless, still a 7-point lead. Now Matlock drives to the basket, puts it up. No good. Rebound by Schmidt. Gives it out to Emma. Brings it past midcourt. Down court to Bella. Back to Emma. Now across to Juliana, inside to Hallie. Posts up a right-handed hook. No good. I think it was partly blocked by Matlock. Now Stogsdill brings it down. Puts it up. No good. Brown County missing a lot of short-range shots tonight, and now Cascade taking a timeout with a 3:35 to go and a 7-point lead. I like this timeout here. You know, I think Coach Carpenter's just going to tell the girls, look, this one's yours as long as you stay focused. We just can't, just don't give the other team any opportunities here. No turnovers, no bad shots. In no shot clock, we can be as conservative as we want offensively. And, make them earn everything they get. And if we do that, this one should be ours, and we should get that monkey off our backs. 7:13, your time of day here. Remember to stay tuned after this game for the boys' game between these two schools. Hopefully we'll get a clean sweep. Attendance is a little lower than I hoped. And granted, Brown County is not likely to bring as much of a road contingency as a lot of teams on our schedule do. They're further away than a lot of them, 39 miles south of here, and don't have a very good athletic tradition. So probably not quite as loyal a legion of fans. And also, don't forget, we have some fans down in the middle school gym watching the JV games as well. So that is dividing the fans a little bit. But it looks like we have somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 fans right now, and we'll probably have more arrive in time for the boys' game. So now Cascade with the ball in a 7-point lead, 3:35 to close out to get our first win of the season. Emma brings it past midcourt. Over to Juliana, behind the back dribble, guarded by Stogsdill. They got to be careful. She's a dangerous defensive player. Now gives it over to Bella, the player of the game, now to Hallie. Now a sloppy pass, nearly stolen, tipped out of bounds by Stogsdill, but it was fortunately tipped out of bounds to us. So now inside to Emma. Guarded very aggressively by Stogsdill. Now over to Hallie on the left perimeter, guarded by and she pitches to a driving Bella, who hits it. So Bella Mahan, after 5 consecutive threes, now gets a 2 to give us a 9-point lead. Under 3 minutes to go now. Looks like we're going to do it here. And now they've got Wilkerson for a travel. So 2:52 to go, and that should just about seal the deal. Come on, let's just finish the job here. And now we've got an over and back violation against Cascade with 2:50 to go. Unforced errors really have hurt us tonight. And I see a guy here with a Franklin women's basketball shirt. I bet he's probably some relation to Bailey Walker, who plays for the women's basketball team here after graduating from Cascade last year. One of the best players in school history. The best player of my first Cascade team. And now a left-handed hook there on a drive into the lane by Stogsdill. No good. And Carly got the rebound, gives it up to Emma, who brings it up methodically. And now Brown County very well might start fouling soon to try, certainly they're being very aggressive on defense. Hopefully, and now we've got, I think they're going to get Gracie Matlock there for a reach in on Hallie Cansdale, so Hallie does go to the line. She has 7 tonight, 1 under her average. Probably has at least as many rebounds. Hits the first one, swish. And we have a game-high 10-point lead. She hit them both. Yes, good job, Hallie. She has 9. So it's a 39-28 Cascade lead, 11-point lead with 2:15 to go. So this one should be ours. Now a 15-foot jump shot is good there by Wilkerson. She has 4. 2:05 to go, Cascade. And now, however, they don't get back on defense. Carly, she drives and she hits it, and she's fouled. So Brown County fails to get back on defense, and we take advantage. Yes. So Carly with 7 now and a chance to make it 8. We go back up by a game-high 11, a chance to make it 12. So now Piper Boyer coming in for Gracie Matlock, who just picked up her 4th foul. Carly on the free throw is up and no good after a few bounces. And now it goes out of bounds to Brown County. So the Lady Eagles, 2:02 to make up 11 points, but it looks like Cascade's going to get the win tonight. And now Wilkerson drives to the basket very aggressively. Looked like she wasn't sure what she wanted to do. She ran into Hallie, who's, a brick wall. Hallie's 5'11" in height and almost in width. If Cascade had a girls' football team, she would be a starting defensive end. And I'm saying that, not in a derogatory way. I mean, she's her size that makes her a very effective player. And she's certainly one of the rising stars in Cascade basketball right now. So Cascade with the ball in an 11-point lead now. Hallie with the ball now. Over to Juliana. .122 to go. And now we got a steal there by Stogsdill. Easy path to the basket. She does hit it, cutting the lead to 9, but only 1:07 to go. So Stogsdill with a team high 15, but no other Lady Eagle has more than 6 in this game, and Brown County does take a timeout. So anyway, certainly that, while there is going to be jubilation in this win, that play there is a reminder that we still have to take better care of the basketball. We could get away with, some of our sloppy ball handling tonight against not terrible, but certainly not very good Brown County team. But there are a lot of teams where, it would be our doom to have some of the mistakes we made tonight. So let's try to have a balanced approach, in this victory here. There's been more good than bad, but the point is there's been a fair amount of bad. And hopefully we will correct that bad, in the Delbert Grady fashion. And, I remember, before either of my kids ever saw The Shining, they would hear me talk about threatening to correct them when they misbehaved. And then when my daughter was 10, she asked me if she could watch The Shining. And, I figured, heck, I was 10 when I first saw it. My brother and I saw it with her dad the night before Halloween on Showtime back in 1981. And then my daughter was 10 at the time. I thought, what the heck, I'll let her see it in my presence. And so then that was how she learned, where I got that phrase. Although one thing that really was an eye-opener to me, and now, another breakdown there. And however, Stogsdill's, and now she almost got another layup, but she's fouled, so she'll have a chance to cut into the lead some more with 1:02. We still have a 9-point lead, though. But, when I first saw The Shining, and even when I saw it, a few times over the next several years, I was so freaked out by it, especially by the blood coming out of the elevators and by the scene of the 2 little girls in the hallway. I could not go to bed after watching the movie because I was so traumatized by it. But my daughter, she wasn't disturbed by it at all, kids these days. So Stogsdill hits the first, and she misses the second, and Cascade gets the rebound. So it's an 8-point lead, a minute to go. So this one's ours, as long as we don't completely screw it up here. And now we got, did we throw it away? I couldn't tell from my vantage point. But so now with 54.5 seconds to go in the game, Brown County and now wisely underhanding, letting the ball roll so that to delay the clock starting. Stogsdill with the ball now under 50 seconds. And now Stogsdill for a long three. No good. And fight over the rebound. Halley comes away with it, and that should do it. And doesn't look like Brown County's in too much hurry to foul to stop the clock, although they do foul Emma there with 35 seconds to go in the game. It's going to be on Stogsdill. That is her fourth, team 10th, so now we're in the double bonus the rest of the way. But I'll tell you though, even though that those two, even though and Emma misses the first one, but even though that scene with the two girls in the hallway, it used to traumatize me. Now I just get a kick out of it. I now have a T-shirt with those two little girls on it, and I've gotten more reaction to it, both positive and negative, than for any item of clothing I've ever worn in my life. So now Cascade, after Emma hits one of two, Brown County with the ball, 25 seconds to go. No good there, and out of bounds to Cascade. By the way, that was Emma Parsons' first point of the game. She becomes the sixth Lady Cadet to score. So now Cascade, 17 seconds to go, and a 9-point lead. And now they foul Emma again, so she'll go to the line for two more, a chance to pad her totals. 42-33 your score. 10.9 seconds to go in the game. That foul on Anna Fleetwood, her third. So Emma Parsons at the line now. Her first one is up and good after a few bounces. And now Hallie Gansdale comes out and getting a well-deserved ovation from this this crowd. And Katie Marion, 5'9", as Emma hits the second one too, so she has three now. And now one last three-pointer by Brown County, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds with 2.9 seconds to go, so Cascade will just have to inbounds, and then that will do it. Yes, so how sweet it is. After a month and 7 games of the season, your Cascade Lady Cadets finally taste victory. They beat the Brown County Eagles 44-33. And we'll be back with a recap and a look ahead to next Tuesday's game against Cardinal Ritter, as well as the boys game coming at you next after these final words from our sponsors on audiosportsonline.com. The Cascade High School Athletic Department simply would not be able to operate without the financial support of our business partners. We would like to recognize and thank them for their generosity. The official health provider to the Cadets, Hendricks Regional Health, Diamond Partners, Bestway Drywall, and North Salem State Bank, Platinum Partners, Allen Irrigation Company, CJ's Pizza, Dunn Insurance Agency, Jill, Andy, and Bell's ExpertRealtors.net, and Global Construction Management, Silver Partners Electric Plus, and Bassett Services Heating and Cooling, and Clean Sensation Air Detail, and Bronze Partner Endeavor Communications. Thank you, business partners. Your support of the student athletes of Cascade High School is greatly appreciated. Well, back here at Clayton for a final time for this broadcast, but not for a final time tonight because we have the boys game coming at you next. But anyway, right now there's a lot of jubilation as well as a little bit of a sigh of relief in the air as your Cascade Cadets, Lady Cadets, have gotten the monkey off their back a month to the day that they started the season, and after starting off with 6 losses, they finally get their first win, beating the Brown County Lady Eagles by a score of 44-33. It's a game in which Cascade started off hot, 12-4. Brown County caused us a little bit of a scare when they went on a 13-2 run spanning the first and second quarters. However, Cascade responded with a 13-2 run of their own spanning the second and third quarters to get the lead back up to 27-19. Brown County then went on a 6-0 run to cut the lead to 2. However, they went stone cold from the field, the rest of the way, and Cascade eased to the win, especially after a couple of three-pointers by Bella Mahan that put us in firm control of the game. A look at the individual scoring, first of all, for your Cascade Lady Cadets. Bella Mahan with 19 points, 15 of them coming on 5 successful three-point field goals. Keep in mind her career high prior to tonight was only 8 points, so she nearly got 2.5 times that tonight. So certainly very encouraging that that young lady is one of the offensive sparks that we're going to need to be a good team this season. Then after Mahan's 19, Hallie Cansdale had 9, Carly Gibbs had 7. Carly Gibbs had 7. Juliana Schmidt had 4. Emma Parsons had 3. And Lauren Gutig, the freshman, had 2. Meanwhile, for the Brown County Lady Eagles, Allison Stogsdale had 16, but it goes way down from there. Anna Fleetwood had 6. Gracie Matlock had 4. Daisy Wilkerson had 4. And Adri Kritzer had 3. So I'm going to cut the post-game show a little shorter than usual tonight because, of the boys' game. But I will say in a nutshell, it was not a spectacular win, but certainly a very nice win for Cascade. We didn't take care of the ball as much as we should have. It certainly helped us that Brown County was stone cold from the field for much of the second half, and that they shot themselves in the foot with a few unforced errors of their own. But our offense looked much better tonight, and we really attacked the boards hard, showed a lot of character, a lot of effort. Just need to take a little better care of the basketball, keep on improving the shooting, and I think this is going to end up being a solid year for Cascade basketball to set up a very good season and possible sectional championship contention for the 2019-2020 Lady Cadets. So anyway, Cascade returns to action on Tuesday night against a much tougher opponent. The Cardinal Ritter Lady Raiders won the sectional championship last season, always a handful. They entered the game with a record of 5-2, with one of the losses being to Danville by 15 points. And keep in mind, that's the same Danville that we only lost to by 7. So certainly, looking at that common opponent, that is encouraging. But Cardinal Ritter, they also got they are 5-2, like I said, and they've three of their wins have come. 2 of their wins have come against equal or higher class teams. They beat Connorsville, a 4A team. They beat Lebanon, a 3A team. Now 3 of their losses are to lower class teams, Speedway and Lutheran, Speedway and Monrovia, who are 2A, and then Lutheran, who is 1A. So not great competition, but certainly the Raiders do have, a solid winning tradition. They're in the 7th year of head coach Tom Downard and are 107-47 with 2 sectional championships in that span, including 1 last year. You look at their statistics, they aren't flashy, but, they are solid. They have, you look at their leading scores, they have their 3 leading scorers average from 7.4 to 11 points a game. So, obviously that they are a balanced team. Their leading scorer is Megan Sandifer. Hold on just a second here. Their leading scorer is Megan Sandifer, who is a junior who averages 11 points a game. And then in addition, they have Gabby Hicks, who's a junior, averaging 8.6 points and 5 rebounds a game. And then they have a sophomore for their 3rd leading scorer, Emma Litzelman, with 7.4 points a game. And also it should be noted that the Lady Raiders have 5 players who averages at least 1.4 steals a game, and they average 10 steals a game as a team, just slightly higher of what Brown County averages. So they are going to be a handful, but it's not a hopeless game. And hopefully now that we've got the monkey off our backs and gotten this win, it will give us a little more confidence and certainly improve the morale. And but at the same time, hopefully the couple of breakdowns that helped Brown County stay into the game into the fourth quarter will give us a stern warning that we have to play with our A game and protect the ball like a newborn baby for the rest of the for all 32 minutes. And another thing to remember is that you're going to have off shooting nights, so you got to play tough defense too. But if we keep on giving the kind of effort we did tonight and polishing the rough edges that need to be polished, I think we're going to do a lot of great things this season. So anyway, at that, I will sign off for this broadcast, and then I'll start up again in about 2 minutes for the boys broadcast. So once again, your final score here tonight. Cascade 44, Brown County 33. The Lady Cadets get their first win of the season, improve to 1-6, while Brown County falls to 2-5. And then the boys teams for these respective schools will start playing in just a few minutes. And I'll start the broadcast of that game in about 2 or 3 minutes. So until then, for audiosportsonline.com, this is Lec Zorn reminding you there is a difference only you can make.